Welcome back in. If you are watching on YouTube, it is part 2. This is WWE 2K22. We're still on 2K22. We did not buy 2K23. And it's Universe Mode. And we are closing in on Halloween Havoc. This is the second week episode of Smackdown in Universe Mode. So that means we're approaching week number 3. And it's all multi-man matches, multi-man chaos. We've already seen a couple of tag team matches to kick off the show. And we got to talk a little bit about this new group because they were formerly the KO Way, right? It was Kevin Owens, it was Johnny Gargano, it was Austin Theory. Well, Kevin Owens left the group to form the Heyman Empire with Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. And then it was these guys, and they just went by the way. And then we saw the shocking moment that happened on Monday Night Raw. And if you guys did not get a chance to see it, you guys will want to check the replay on our YouTube page. You can check the link here on Twitch, or if you're already on YouTube, you're seeing it here. But it was Randy Orton who was attacked on Monday Night Raw. And, of course, speculation was absolutely running rampant from folks that, you know, it was another attack by Retribution. Why wouldn't it be another attack by Retribution, right? So that was, of course, speculation, and then we later found out that turned out to not be the case at all. It was not an attack by Retribution. It was indeed an attack by this new group. Matt Riddle involved. Matt Riddle, of course, RK Bro. RK Bro is no more, and the funny thing is when RK Bro formed, it was always people that said that Randy Orton was going to be the one because Randy Orton has that history. He was going to be the one to be turning on Matt Riddle. That didn't happen. It was Matt Riddle that turned on Randy Orton. We don't even know. We're hearing that, you know, Randy Orton's got some years on him, right? We're hearing that this attack, it could even be the end of Randy Orton's career. So this new group, Matt Riddle, Austin Theory, Johnny Gargano, they're now known as Evolve, and, you know, the name obviously comes from their background. They spent many years on the Purple brand in Evolve. Of course, most of, I want to say it was all of these guys were Evolve champions, right? I know for a fact that Riddle and Theory were. I have to go back in my Rolodex and see if Gargano, I think Gargano had that Evolve title, right? Someone let me know in the comments, but this is the group. They are Evolve. And maybe we can actually get in there. I wasn't able to edit Matt Riddle's entrance. I talked about on our last stream that we were going to go in and edit some of the entrances. I tried to edit Matt Riddle's entrance before this stream started, and it kept glitching. This game's been much glitchier since the latest update, so it's not a good thing. But I every time I tried to edit Matt Riddle's entrance, it kept taking me to Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross's entrance, and I couldn't do anything to not make it go to their entrance. So I had to just leave Matt Riddle's as it is. And this is why the gear. We were going to make the gear all kind of powder bluish for the KO way, and the game kept crashing. So maybe we can make some purple and silver gear if we can actually get into the creation suite. But Tag Team Mayhem continuing here on SmackDown, and it's El Ordinario and Barry Horowitz in action here. We haven't seen them in action for quite a while. They don't pick up too many wins, you know, along with Mark as part of the roster here, but they're valued members of the WWE roster. And of course, Barry Horowitz, he can get some wins every once in a while. Just ask Skip or Zip or Herp and Derp or whoever. Look at this. Oh my goodness. El Ordinario dropped on his head by the United States champion, Austin Theory. Is that going to be a knockout blow? Let's see. Referee right there into the cover. Only a 2 count. El Ordinario. He's going to power out a count of 2. That's good stuff right there. Theory sending Ordinario. Oh, drop kick. He absorbed it, though. El Ordinario absorbed it. He's not absorbing that, though, and he got some bloodshed. Look at Gargano taking it on the outside of the ring to Barry Horowitz. And Ordinario fighting back right now on Austin Theory. Was that a little message? A little RKO action? I think that was a message sent. What do you guys think? Ordinario off the top. Are you kidding me? El Ordinario. Shooting star press. We almost had a 1-2-3 kid Razor Ramon situation right there with the U.S. champion getting pinned. An extremely over-ordinary move right there with the shooting star press. My goodness, right there. And Austin Theory, valiant effort, but it's a little A-town down. Horowitz about to be put through the table right in front of us, and that is going to do it for El Ordinario and Barry Horowitz. This new team, this new group, Evolve. Johnny Gargano, the United States champion Austin Theory, and Matt Riddle. And they're ticked off too. Kevin Owens, even though the Heyman Empire says they're moving on, you know these guys aren't going to go away easily. The Heyman Empire said they put it to a rest on Monday Night Raw, the 6-man tag team matchup. But they got a lot to focus on going forward. And Austin Theory, you got to imagine, United States Championship got to be coming up. Who is he going to defend the championship up against? Coming up at Halloween Havoc. Continuing on SmackDown in this tag team, multi-man. I don't know what happened if Jack Tunney, I don't know if he called up Teddy Long and got all the tag matches for SmackDown, but in this next battle, we got the number 1 contenders to the Women's Tag Team Championships, Twisted Sanity, and they're going to be going up against Toxic Attraction, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. And since this is part 2 of our episode here of SmackDown, for those of you watching on YouTube, we'll throw a little plug out there over on patreon.com/tvsports27 if you guys want to see how the Twisted Sanity became number 1 contenders to the Tag Team Championships, a near 30-minute Fatal 4-Way ladder match. It was the ladder match that would not end, but it was an incredible matchup. That is up right now at patreon.com/tvsports27, so do check that out. And we got a big one coming up tonight, WWE Dark episode, 6-man tag team matchup, where it's going to be Kofi Kingston teaming up with the Dudes with Attitude, going up against the Usos and Shawn Michaels. You want to talk about a dream match? How about multiple-time heavyweight champions in this match between Diesel, between Shawn Michaels, between Kofi Kingston, who's going to be in the mix. I mean, we're going to get another attack here. You talk about folks getting attacked on the rampway. Dolph Ziggler, also a former world champion. And then you got the Usos, multiple-time tag team champions here. So that's coming up, WWE Dark. Check it out at patreon.com/tvsports27. If you guys want to check out that episode of WWE Dark, it will be going up right after this stream here. And if you're watching on YouTube, it's probably up already. So head over there and search for it, and it'll be there. A little bonus. If you guys are already Patreon subscribers, obviously you get it for free. It's going to be up there for free for you. So do check that out. We're winding down here on part 2 here on YouTube. We got about 5 minutes to go. So if this match does not end in those 5 minutes, tape machines will be rolling. And we'll have the next part of this in part 3 coming your way. So Sonya Deville back in the ring here, and as in-universe mode, we were going for a couple months where it was superhero Nikki ASH and Twisted Bliss, Alexa Bliss, and it was Nikki ASH trying to get Alexa to become a superhero, and Alexa was trying to get Nikki to go back to her Sanity Dark side, and it was Twisted Bliss that won out, and now they are Twisted Sanity, and they cashed in on a huge opportunity on WWE Dark to become number 1 contenders, and they're going to be challenging Retaliation and Reckoning for the Women's Tag Team Championship. So I know we're all going to be cheering for them to try to get those titles away from Retribution and continue to try to knock them from their purge. And the one thing that's been crazy about this Retribution run that they've been on is, you know, they've had their moments where the WWE superstars have gotten wins here or there, but Retribution, there's never any cracks. Like any big group, like you look at the NWO over the years, or the Four Horsemen, like members have always come and gone. The Aces and Eights, members have always come and gone in these big groups. Look at the Nexus, what they started out with, and they didn't even make it a day before they started kicking members out when Daniel Bryan got kicked out of the group. So, but this Retribution group, I mean, they have been, other than Roman Reigns, who came and gone, they have been this same core all the way through. It has been, and who knows how many more of them we've seen throughout the months and the years of the different members that could be patched in at any time. But it's always been this core group of Mustafa Ali, T-Bar, Mace, Slapjack, Reckoning, and of course adding Retaliation, Machine, and now Kane as the newest member of Retribution. So we'll see if they can continue momentum here. An opportunity. Obviously, we haven't seen a lot of Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross on Universe mode, so this is an opportunity. They got the win in the Fatal 4-Way, but just because they got the win now, they got to keep it up, because if a pinfall happens here, you got to imagine that the Toxic Attraction is going to be wanting their opportunity and it's going to turn into a triple threat match. So, and as soon as we say that, Nikki Cross almost gets beat. We got about 3 minutes left here before we got to take a break on YouTube. We're still streaming live with you guys on Twitch, so if you guys don't want to see this broken up into parts, watch it live. Join us on twitch.tv/tvsports27. If you're watching on YouTube, part 3 is going to be coming your way in just a day. This same time, we're sticking to a kind of a 1 p.m. upload schedule every day. So get yourself a little fill here. Oh, big drop kick there by Alexa Bliss. Submission locked in by Nikki Cross. We've seen a couple of submissions tonight. We saw Brock Lesnar get the Kimura Lock victory over Madcap Moss earlier. The shocking quick victory by the New Day. And then we just saw your United States champion pick up the victory in our last tag team matchup. We got a Fatal 4-Way coming up as well as our huge main event still to come, probably in part 4 if you're watching on YouTube, which is a big-time main event. It is a non-sanctioned match. You know, taking a little page out of Adam Cole, Chris Jericho, some AEW. It is going to be Asuka teaming up with Charlotte Flair to go up against Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch. That is your main event, non-sanctioned action on SmackDown. So stay tuned for that. If you're watching on YouTube, that should be up in just a couple of days. If you're watching on Twitch, that should be heading your way in about 30 minutes, you guys. We got 1 minute left here before we got to hit a break on YouTube. We almost got a 3 count by Sonya Deville, and Toxic Attraction really wants to upset Twisted Sanity and get into this tag team championship match. There's the cover, and it's gonna happen. Toxic Attraction knocks off the #1 contenders, and I think Jack Tunney is gonna make the call. How about a disappointing follow-up for Twisted Sanity and Toxic Attraction with the win? But you know what? More competitors just makes it more opportunities for Retribution to lose the tag team title, so I'm all for it. Toxic Attraction now. These new tag teams getting in the mix here for the Women's Tag Team Championship. How about a triple threat match coming up at Halloween Havoc? My goodness. All right, those of you that are watching on YouTube, part 3 is coming your way momentarily. You'll want to stay tuned for more Friday Night Smackdown. We got a huge Fatal 4-Way coming your way.